Okay, oh gosh. Physics are a little bit too low, aren't they? Okay everyone, this is Power Dog Gaming. So you might remember last episode when I destroyed this place with an army of tape bots. And in that episode, before I absolutely obliterated everything, I had talked about renovating it. So this episode, I plan to do that renovation. So I'm just gonna clean this mess up. Are a little bit too low, aren't they? Okay, sorry about that. So here's our plaza. Are you done? This game sometimes slightly annoys me, just slightly. So, oh my gosh, what's happening? Oh, that's our problem. Oh, okay, it just fixed itself. Alright, sorry about that. So, the first thing I feel like we should take on is the front of the... Actually, maybe we should just forget this. This is going to take a long time, and there's a lot of interior things that need to be done. So I'm going to prioritize the interior, and maybe later we'll do the exterior. So, let's turn on some lights and begin. So the first thing I notice is that the hallway is a little bit bland. I believe I can probably put something in here. So I also notice these pillars. I believe that these pillars are unnecessary. So we can remove those. Oh, I forgot there's a bathroom in here. Alright, this is okay. We can just leave that alone. So let's start removing some pillars. And after we remove the pillars, we're going to carpet the floor. So, see you after I carpet the floor. Okay, the floors are carpeted. It just makes the place a little bit more interesting. Hold on. I feel like I should make it just a little bit brighter. There you go. So the floors are carpeted and the pillars are removed. Something else I feel like we should do is change out these ceiling fans for one that blends in with the environment, to just because it kind of stands out. And not only that, but I think I could also have some seating along here. So let's go and do that. Alright, perfect. That's a nice aesthetic improvement. So I'm just gonna get rid of these. Alright, so that's a nice little improvement. So now all what's left is to really add some seats or something, as it looks really bland and boring. Or maybe we can add some trim. That would look nice. Add like a trim to the top of the roof, or like something, because it looks really plain. So maybe if I were to use like drill, we're just gonna go with carpets, but like put like a little trim up here. that wouldn't look too bad. It would add a little bit more to the room. And then, not to mention, we also have the second floor to do all this work to as well. So it's going to be a big project, but hopefully we can have a much better plaza, even though we're just going to end up destroying it. So okay, there's a problem here. The air conditioning is kind of in the way. That's okay. I can just leave it like with a little space by the air conditioner. Oh, I have 3 air conditioners in here. I feel like 2 should be enough, but I'm gonna leave that alone, as you know, cooling and things doesn't really matter in scrap mechanic. Although if this were real life, I think I would only use 2 air conditioners. Whatever. And you know, also, since I added that fast food restaurant, maybe it would make some sense to put some, you know, tables and chairs out here. That would actually be pretty sensible. Okay, there's our little trim up at the roof. It makes a difference. It gives the room a little bit more, like, I don't know how to describe it. And let's say I put in a couple chairs. So let's see what we have to choose here from our inventory. So I just search up table. There's a turntable. That's not really what I'm looking for. Tableware. I'm not going that detailed. I don't need tableware. Okay, I'm gonna learn from what I've done in the past. So I stacked up. Okay, that would look pretty good. Actually, something like this. That would look pretty good. Okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna stack a couple of these. Then we're gonna have 2 tables. I mean, we're gonna have 2 chairs around them. And then, because there's so many, I feel like it only makes sense that, you know, I remember in the original design, there's a grocery store. I actually just noticed that when I was editing that video yesterday. So maybe now that we're renovating, we have a chance to actually make that grocery store a reality. I'll look into that. So we have our tables. Let's just add one more here. Alright, let's grab our chairs. Gosh, it's already been 17 minutes. I might need to record this in parts. I hope not. It's already been 17 long minutes. And all we've done is carpet the floor, replace some ceiling fans, add some trimming. We really did not do much. So here's what we have now. We have our chairs. It makes in here look like it has a purpose. And where these pillars were, I plan to actually do something here. It's been 20 minutes. We've already totaled the length of my previous video, which was just looking at the place and destroying it. This might be a little bit of a long video. Okay. Let's go with the 1x5 pillar. Okay, that's reasonable. Oh. But what's not good is, like, how on earth am I going to... Maybe it would have made more sense to go the lazy way and just place those, like, support blocks. But alright, well, it's up already, so let's paint it. Okay, I almost deleted the 20-minute recording. Oh, I almost deleted it. Oh, that was close. I accidentally hit something when I was painting. That scared me. Alright, well, let's just finish placing our pillars. This is so annoying. No. Finally. I'm not putting any more pillars. It's kind of frustrating. Okay, let's paint it. And there you go. This is what the new space looks like. Let's see if there's anything I can add in the inventory. Okay. This is the storage. If you remember last episode, I said this is like the storage / warehouse. So we're gonna just put that there. And these sunshake machines, I will put. I plan to put them. I was gonna put them like on the pillars like this, but it would be kind of cramped. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna place one here, and then I'm gonna run over here. On this empty wall, I'll just put a row of them, like refrigerators. The place is starting to come to life. Alright, here's some posters. Here, let's put the posters on the glass. Sickle down economy. Oh, it also might make sense to put some lights along here, but in order to save a little bit of time, I'm just gonna not do that. 26 minutes. Alright, now let's add some more posters. See what else we have. This was the jewelry store. Why are there so many TVs? I don't know. We're gonna also have to work on each individual store. That's not gonna be fun, but it will be amazing when it's done. Same universal bathroom. Works for everyone. Oh wow, I was super lazy with the bathroom. It's totally made out of doors, and I don't think that this is openable. I'll just leave it alone because it's just a bathroom. The fast food restaurant just needs a little bit of color. So we can add like on the wall here to avoid the colors kind of clashing through like the other side. I have to build like a row of blocks here to avoid that from happening. Yeah, this just needs some color, so I'm gonna add a trim, and the trim is going to have some colors. There's our fast food restaurant. Everything is white and boring. I believe I should put signs in the front of the building, glowing signs, but I don't think I have any of those. So any mismatched colored fans like this, I want to get rid of them because the colors don't match. And I think for the design of the air conditioners, there's a certain, like, there are like two versions of the air conditioners that are here. There's the old version and there's the new version. So the old version of the air conditioners, I remember that there was like some fault with them, which is why I made a new version. So I need to replace all the outdated air conditioners with the new version as well. This might need a longer post, but whatever. Let's delete the center. Alright, nice. There's a boring feeling in like every single store. I don't know 100% what to do about it, but we got the hallway done, so let's go to the second floor. Well, nah, we shouldn't do that. We just finished the lower floor. The hallway of the lower floor, so we should finish everything in the lower floor and not just jump to the second floor. So I don't quite remember what was with the air conditioners. Yeah, that's what was happening with them. So there's certain versions of it where even when you have it switched off, the little light, the indicator is on. As you can see in some of the other stores, they don't have it, but I need to replace all those air conditioners, even though that's a really tiny detail. We also have, okay, that's not one. I think this is one of them. Alright, well, let's replace, wait. Okay, forget that. I'm not replacing them. I just noticed that I'm going to have to replace the compressor too. I don't want to replace the compressor, so in here the hardware store. It does its job. It has the shelves and everything it needs, but I believe we should paint things a little bit. And I also want to add a floor, so let's see what we can use here. So for the floor, I'm gonna go with the plastic block because it kind of looks like real concrete. I know I should use the concrete block, but what I mean when I say that is that those little chips in the plastic block kind of simulate what real you know, when there's like really smooth concrete and there's only like tiny chips in it. It kind of reminds me of that, which is why I'm using it, and I might use it for some of the other stores too. I'm going to paint it white. At least that's my plan. It might blend in too well if I paint it white. So let's paint it maybe gray, but I can't leave it blue, obviously. Yep, I'm just building the floor around the vending machines. That makes sense. Okay, it looks like everything is drowning in water almost. Alright, in here I like how this shop is looking, and I really like the new floors, so I might use these floors for some other spaces too. Okay, what else can we add in here? I might just add a water dispenser because these are always nice to have. So I know the AC is still on, but whatever. This is the clothes store. Now, I still don't know what I would do for in here. I think I just want to close in here off and just like put a closed sign. You know, that's a good idea. That's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes when you go to real places, you'll notice there's a certain room or like store that's been closed. So I think just to add that, just to kind of have a more realistic feeling, I will wall this off with zinc and label it as closed. There you go. So that's closed. Let's modify this is the jewelry store. Now, I don't like this, how this looks. The floors are bare concrete. If you saw the building process, if you watched the last video, you would have seen the building process where you saw I just built this on top of a foundation. I didn't, I don't know how else to explain it. So, the floors are all just the same. There's no different floors. So I'm gonna change that because it just does. I knew, like, when I first built it, I always, like, knew that those was, like, a empty, awkward feeling. So, now I kind of see why. These concrete floors all the way throughout does not look good. That was the problem the whole time. So that's the jewelry store. Next we have, I already did the fast food restaurant. In here already looks pretty good. So next to that, this is the computer store. So I'm gonna add the new type of floor, and I'm probably going to add some shelves with different things, different electronics other than computers. Then we'd kind of change it from a computer store to a more of a electronics store. The gray fans. The gray fans. Should I just? I think I'll just paint them because they're already the same. They're already the same type as the ones that I've been putting in. Right, that's the computer store. I believe it looks a lot better now. I wanna leave these on. So I'm gonna paint these white. Maybe there's something else we can add in here actually. Yeah, didn't I say I was gonna add more and I just didn't? So that's the computer store, fast food restaurant. I feel like all we need now, I actually just thought of this, is a bit more, like, to let this carpet here kind of just touch the ground. Because you'll notice that everything is flat. Oh, come on, I wish, things like that make me wish that there was an undo button in this game. So I could just undo the last thing I deleted. You know how much that would have saved me. Okay. I'm saying, I want to add these, pillars because everything looks flat. Like, you'll notice when you look at it from an angle, it just looks flat. So we don't want that. Are the lights in here off? Oh, no, they're not. Okay. So that's how things are looking now. It looks a lot better, in my opinion. It looks more active. It looks like it could actually be a functioning store. Okay, let's head to the second floor and probably spend like another hour up here. Okay, first things first. Instead of using the carpet for the floor, I'm gonna make up here white. We can have up here be like more of the business space, right? So like down there was like mostly recreational stuff, except for the hardware. That's not recreational, but most of that is like recreational stuff. So maybe up here we can not go all out with the hallway. We can just have a simple basic hallway. Oh, and there's no you can literally see the holes for where they were, but there's no fans in this hallway. So we're gonna add some. I think the switches are still here too. Oh no, they're all gone. Okay. And remember how I was talking about like the bank? I mean the grocery store. So you see there's the bank here, we saw that in the layout. Then there's the manager's office. Then there's the mail delivery. So I think I know what went wrong. So in the original layout, I didn't expect this little gap to end up being a storeroom. So I must have okay. Now I see why there's no supermarket, and now that should show you why I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. And done. There's the new floor. Okay, so next thing is to pop out the pillars. So let's just do that. Then I'm gonna throw the pillars outside to add to the pile of things I've removed. The hallway is finished. I don't think I want to add the trim, as I said I wanted up here to have a more simple business look, and I think this is perfect. Okay, this was the mail pickup place. Let's start with down here. So in here, this is the bank. I believe that this needs no modification, except for a carpet, which is only going to take forever since this is a pretty large room. So let's that's the slightly modified bank, and it's very slight. It's only a new carpet and some new fans. I believe that in there actually looks okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Then I'm going to. This is my office, so for the office, the first thing that came to mind when I saw those, oh, why did I delete that? Whatever. When I saw those, when I saw those, what was I even gonna say? Those things, you know what I mean? The replacement, not replacement, those papers. When I saw those papers, I thought the first thing I should do is put those papers in here, because you can see in here is literally just a desk with some stuff on it. It needs some modification. So I'm slightly mad because for whatever reason I stopped recording. Whatever. I still have the recording. So in case you missed it, all I really did was I improved the office, added some paperwork, did the floors. I hope you were there to see the bank. I just redid the floors in the bank, and I changed out the ceiling fans and things like that. Nothing exciting is happening. In fact, I might just time-lapse everything here and just skip to the end. Why is this here? Oh, that's why. I'll just put that back. Here, it literally looks like the lights are off. Oh, there's a broken... Okay, interesting Easter egg. I'll just leave that alone, as I didn't even notice it was there. So, in here, who cares about in here? No one's gonna see it. But that's it. That's the whole plaza, except for the outside, because I'm not gonna waste any time on that. That's the plaza renovated, so now it's time to do a tour. So let's just forget all that work I did and act like I'm doing a tour. So hello everyone, this is PowerCat Gaming. So I spent like 2 hours or something renovating the plaza, as I said I would do. So now we're going to be touring the new plaza. So let's go. So first thing you'll notice is this pile of ceiling fans. Now these are all the things I removed. There's supposed to be I was hoping that I'd remove more than just ceiling fans, but all the place needed was some more stuff. Like, more stuff needed to be put in than removed. So let's go to the entrance. So first thing you'll notice is the new carpeted floors. So in here was originally just bland concrete, so I just recarpeted the floors, and I added a little trim on the roof. I added some chairs as well for dining, some better looking pillars. So I just basically improved out here. In here, the hardware store has a new floor. I painted some of the shelves a little bit, replaced the fans in here too, and and I added some plants and a water cooler. The bathroom's the same. In here, this used to be what was a closed store, which you might remember it was just filled with boxes. So I just walled it off because it's closed for now. This is the jewelry store. You might remember in the original video I was there saying, oh, the jewelry store is empty and boring, so I've improved it a little bit. I didn't bother with the random things on the table. I put a glass display case instead, and I put some paintings on the wall, some trim here. Are these interactive? Okay, no. And I as always, I replaced the fans too, as it had like, and I also painted the monitors white, and I was saying they kind of look like Apple iMacs. Gray looks a little less like the thing, so white. Yeah. And in here, this is the fast food restaurant. All I did in here was just added these. This is the computer store. As you can see, for the computer store, I added a set of speakers, did some painting, redid the floors, placed the fans. Well, I painted them in this case. And I also added 2 TVs that were kind of facing out to kind of make it look lively. Oh, here's another vending machine. Alright, now if we go to the top, this is supposed to be like the business section, where like there's more serious stuff happening up here. So it's just a simple white empty hallway. And right here, this is the mail pickup room. I've changed it to have carpet, brightened up the lights. That's it. In here looked good enough in my opinion. This is the manager's office, aka my office, because I made this place. So you can see I've added some work to make it look like it's lively, and carpeted the floors and removed those 2 chairs and added some couches. This is the bank. All I did was re-floor it and paint and replace the ceiling fans. So oh, and the mail delivery pickup room is the same. This is some more stuff. I removed the pillars as well. Yes. So that's basically it. This was Power Dog. Thanks for watching the video. And I'll see you next time. I have to go and save all this. Export so many clips and do all this stuff.